Hi, my name is Kim Cullen, and I'm a personal injury attorney in Winter Park, Florida. A lot of the people that we meet who've been involved in car accidents have been passengers in vehicles when the accident happened. And so a lot of people have questions about, well, what are the rights of a passenger in a car crash case versus a driver? And actually, in some ways, being a passenger in a car accident case could actually be better than being a driver. There are some issues involved possibly with PIP insurance, PIP insurance, and how that works. So let me explain to you a little bit more. So if you are a passenger in a car and you've been involved in an accident, you received an injury, then under normal circumstances, you would be entitled to personal injury protection benefits. That's the $10,000 of medical benefits that are available on pretty much every car, or supposed to be available on every car that's driving on the roads in Florida. If you're riding as a passenger, though, a lot of people don't, this is not their first instinct, but if you're riding as a passenger, then typically you would turn to your own PIP coverage to cover you for your initial medical expenses after an accident. So what if you don't own a car? Well, then you might be entitled to PIP benefits from a resident relative. If you live with somebody who's a blood relative of yours and they own a car, you might be entitled to their PIP benefits. What happens if you don't live with somebody that doesn't have a car? Then you'll be entitled to the PIP benefits of the person in whose car you were riding at the time of the accident. Well, what happens if that person doesn't have PIP benefits? Well, then you would be entitled to PIP benefits from the person who hit you. So any way you slice it, almost 100% of the time, a passenger is always going to have their medical expenses paid by PIP, or personal injury protection, or PIP insurance following an accident. So what happens if you're in a car and liability is disputed? What happens if the person that you believe is at fault says, well, the driver of the other car was at fault? Well, luckily, you would then have two potential sources of collection from liability carriers for your injuries. Additionally, what happens if the people who are involved in the accident, who caused the accident, are uninsured or underinsured? Well, if you have uninsured motorist benefits, they would apply to the accident. Or if the car that you're riding in had uninsured motorist benefits, or the driver had uninsured motorist benefits, you would be entitled to those uninsured motorist benefits too. Or it would be a sort of a stacking situation where one is primary and one is secondary. So there are a lot of options available to passengers in car accident cases. It really kind of involves the lawyers asking the right questions and getting the right information from the passenger and the driver about what insurance benefits are available. But it's typically a pretty good situation to be in if you're a passenger and you're injured in an accident. It's not bad at all. So if you have any questions about a particular accident where you were a passenger, or maybe you were the driver and one of your passengers got hurt, please call us. We are happy to answer questions. Reach out to us. That's what we do. Our phone number is 407-254-4901. You can always text us at 407-644-4444, or you could even message us through Facebook to our Facebook page, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.